Well, as a Bruce Buffer would say, it's time as we are ready for our finale in Division One of this CSC Challenger Series, brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts. Per usual, been through it all season here, all division long. William Stewart here of USA Arts, joined by Sean Green of To The Point Streaming. We are ready for this one. Are you folks at home? That is the question. How's it going, Sean?
Oh man, I dressed up for the occasion. I'm excited. It's gonna be a great event. Just call me DJ tonight.
Look at your spiffy tie. I like it. I
Hey,
like it,
you know,
sir.
you got to make it look good. No, this is gonna be exciting stuff tonight. Kenny Doyle, um, Kevin Schmitz. These are our two heavyweights of this entire tournament, and it is only fitting to see them come down to the end. The two best averages for the whole tournament, and I can't wait, man. It's gonna be a great rematch of the King Seat match.
Yeah, King Seat match, rematch. I know that Kevin's gonna be wanting a little, little brawl here per se. He's gonna want a little revenge from that 9-5 win that Kenny had over him in that King Seat match. But he did the dirty work on Brian Dennis to get here, and we're gonna see how it pans out in this race to 9 finale.
Absolutely, and guys, if you are in the giving mood, I tell you we are, because A to Z darts.com is running a stocking stuffer sale into December 23rd. This year's theme is buy two and save. They've chosen 12 different stocking stuffer ideas for the darters and pool players in your life. You can even mix and match color options when you buy two or more of any product type and still receive a special discount price. Go to a-zdarts.com and click on the stocking stuffer banner on their homepage to find out what mini gifts are available. And speaking of giveaways, buddy, we're going to do one tonight.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Darts.com is kicking in a $25 gift card if you comment on this post this evening. So go ahead and get some comments going on. We'll pick a winner at the end after we kind of finish this stream down. We'll announce that winner afterwards. So yeah, looking forward to kind of giving away a gift card this evening, so you can kind of choose what you like from A-to-Z-darts.com. But down to the nitty gritty part is we're here for some darts.
Yes,
We
we are.
certainly want to get down to it. Look at this head-to-head matchup: Kenny Doyle versus Kevin Schmitz.
Man, I am telling you right now, I am excited for this for one reason and one reason only. These averages are the two highest averages in CSC Challenger Series Division 1. A 5.24 for Kenny Doyle, a 4.96 for Kevin Schmitz. They've played very similar number of legs, 74 for Kenny Doyle, 70 for Kevin Schmitz. And man, I'm telling you, let's go run through this. The second highest win percentage is 60%, and that is Kevin Schmitz. The highest winning percentage is 61%. That's Kenny Doyle. The highest average, Kenny. Second highest average, Kevin. Kevin has in 70 legs 96 5 marks, 66 marks, 115 7 marks, and 47 boom goes the dynamites. And Kenny Doyle in 74 legs has 124 5 marks, 69 6 marks, 135 7 marks, and also 47 9 marks. So we are in for some fireworks tonight. It's going to be
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, we certainly are. And if you haven't been here before, those boom goes to nine marks are 9 marks around these parts. So we have a guy who's cashed in a catchphrase with the boom goes the D's here on the CSC Challenger Series, brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts. But yeah, as we kind of told you, the tail of the tape there, 5.24 marks per round for Kenny, 4.96 for Kevin. And we'll kind of go through these matches. For Kenny Doyle, who started off with Willie Walker, then took on Travis Wilkinson, then Jordan Meyer from the Missouri area, and Brian Dennis, and then Kevin Schmitz in that king seat, and all the victors for Kenny as he worked his way into this finale spot there. And then for Kevin, it was a bye, and then you got to play Mike Maloney, winning that one, and then going to Kyle Liddicky coming out victorious of that one. And then it was Kenny Doyle he lost to put him in that loser side, and then came out on top versus Brian Dennis in our last match to get him into this finale. So it's going to be a good one. Kenny's playing well, but so is Kevin. So anybody's game here.
No, absolutely. They both played the best players in the CSC Challenger Series. There was no walkthrough to get to where these guys are. That is for sure. Kevin, of course, Booyah Darts sponsored player. Kenny Doyle, Super Darts sponsored player. Um, man, it's gonna be great. I cannot wait. I cannot wait any longer. Are they ready to go yet? Are we ready to go? What are we
It,
doing?
it looks like we might be about ready to go as we are live from the Skybox Sports Tavern in Kissimmee, Florida.
Yeah, Kissimmee, Florida.
Ooh, about I always wonder if I'm saying it wrong or not because we all know I butcher names and cities like it's going out of style. That's for sure. So here we go as we open up and our little count up game as Kenny's going to get the first toss. It looks like.
Yep, absolutely. And it would be fitting if this CSE Challenger Series ended for us with a 180 as it started with a 180 from Willie Walker. Kenny's not going to do it. He likes going second, I think, early on. But 55 points, that is probably one of the lowest ones we've seen so far. It's already beat.
Uh, yeah, I was about to say that's not a common uh, deal we've seen from Kenny at all in this CSC Challenger Series, but it's going to be Kevin with the start here. So
Yeah, I think Kevin's got to come out hot. I think he's got to win the first 2 or 3 legs. And it's going to be really hard for him to do, but I think he's got to start off that way and make Kenny kind of push a little bit early on because I know Kenny wants to end this thing now, tonight. He does not want to come back next week. As much as we do, he doesn't. Um, so we'll see if Kevin can actually take it to next week. I hope so.
well, I kind of mentioned, in that Division Two finale, as Dan Levine, we saw him come out victorious in that one in Division Two. We mentioned, or I mentioned, there's no pressure on Dan here, and somebody said, well, actually, kind of the guy with no pressure could be Cody in that situation, or in this situation, Kevin. Maybe he just comes out firing, but I don't know. I kind of think that Kevin has all the for me, I think Kevin's got a little bit more pressure riding on him because Kenny in the back of his mind knows that he could possibly, lose this one and get that opportunity to come back, you know, and Wednesday and possibly, or is it Wednesday? Are we doing next week? I'll look for Nick in the background
Wednesday for what?
for if Kevin wins tonight.
I think it's going to be next Monday.
I think it'd be okay. So next Monday, I just want to make sure that we'll do a full week turnaround instead of a kind of a 2-day situation there. But if that happened, then Kenny knows that hey, next week I got another opportunity. So
Absolutely, and Kenny has actually not played a match in a few weeks, I believe, here for the CSC Challenger Series. Obviously, he plays leagues and all that stuff, but um, he might come out throwing a 6-5 and not even really bothered by the whole taking a few weeks off because it's Kenny Doyle.
yes, certainly. I mean, he's made it look easy so far in this Challenger Series, and making it look easy to start off this one is making it difficult for Kevin here.
Guys,
Getting a big close on that 17 though. Good mark.
yeah, that was huge, man. I'm telling you, the chat that we have seen this entire CSC Challenger Series has been absolutely phenomenal. It's always the same repeat people for the most part. Jake Worthy, been with us since the beginning. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Ryan George, of course, been with us from the beginning. What I love the most is all the players that are in the chat every single time we do this. It's great.
Yeah,
That means
you
they're
got
actually enjoying it.
You got Willie Walker tuning in right now. I said I played Kenny in League last week. Trust me, he's not rusty. So yeah, I mean, it's conversations like that. Willie Walker, Mike Maloney, and numerous other players. I mean, Cody Drager. I saw him in the chat as well. I mean, there's numerous other players that have been in here. Tito Martinez. Um, that it's nice to get their input on certain situations, or throughout this CSC Challenger Series on maybe a questionable dart. Would you have taken that shot? Would you have not? It's been great. The CSC Challenge Series have been brilliant, and I look forward to the next one as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm telling you, and not just all the chat and all that, but obviously getting to work with you and with Nick has been a special experience for me. Um, this kind of my newer career choice, so I have enjoyed every second of it. Um, Man, it's been special to work with the goat.
Get out of here, man! You keep putting me on the spot like that. I'm by no means the goat. I consider Mr. Kevin Malenfant the goat in my book, the OG of streaming darts for USA Darts. So that's a little legend. If I'll put somebody on a pedestal, that would be, or on a little higher margin, that would be that guy right there.
Well, there you go, man. Look at this to start off this whole thing. Kevin Schmitz 3 bowls away from taking out the first leg, and you got to take a stab at it right here, don't you?
Oh yeah, I mean, you certainly have to.
You got winning darts against Kenny Doyle. I don't know how often that's going to happen. And missed a 3 on the first one. And he will go point as much as he possibly can, and that is not enough.
Yeah, that certainly makes you wonder if Kenny's gonna make him pay for that one and hit a couple bulls here and then
Oh, that'll
take
do
it
it.
out. Yep, that'll certainly do it.
It goes
We,
double on the second one. He goes 2 darts there for those 4 marks because it's Kenny Doyle.
yeah,
You know,
nothing like a little winner chicken dinner action for Kenny Doyle is double, double, triple, just like that, and it's game.
yeah, I got to tell you, I it's the first leg, right? But I'm already concerned for Kevin. And the reason why I say that is because his first time ever having winning darts in his hand, he does not take it out. And that would have been a huge momentum shift to win that first leg, I believe.
Yeah, it definitely could have been a huge shift in the right direction, and you want that early for Kevin. And unfortunately, not going his way in that one, but there's plenty of opportunities to come his way as we're in for a race to 9, people. That's right, race to 9 legs. We're in for a little battle for at least an hour and a half, I'd say, at least. I think we're set for that one.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, but
Ab-
this, folks, if you have not found out, we wanted to mention it again. We mentioned at the beginning of the stream, A to Z darts.com giving away a $25 gift card tonight. So throw a comment down if you would, or if you have not, to be entered into that.
Absolutely. Look at this here. Kevin Schmitz, Kenny Doyle, they're both throwing some higher averages to start off this entire CSC finals match. The winner of tonight, if it is Kenny Doyle, he takes home $4,000 for this, buddy.
4 grand. Daddy needs a lot of shoes, and he can get it with that.
Man. And of course, they are both guaranteed at least $2,000. I mean, what more can you say? I don't know a bigger payout that I've seen recently, especially for a remote tournament.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about it. Being in so many different locations for a top prize to be that amount is uh kind of crazy, but it's out there, people, and that just shows you what you can do with the PPD. If you want to get involved, head over to dartstoc.com.
Absolutely. And guys, if you want to know how to get involved here, I'm going to be paying attention to both as we're going, but let's give you a little rundown of how to get into the CSC Challenger Series and also PPD Nationals in January, TOC in October 2022. Here's how you do it, guys. Players become eligible for those by playing in PPD leagues and daily remote tournaments or DRTs. Leagues are starting daily. Get involved by going to dartstoc.com and checking out the map. The map will show any location with G3 boards within the PPD system. They are always accepting new members, so if you're not seeing anything in your area, have your vendor contact them on the website. From there, players can sign up for leagues on the website. It doesn't take a ridiculous amount of games to be eligible either. Consistently playing one league a week will keep a player eligible for this event in the future. Again, go to dartstoc.com to get signed up today. And then specifically for the CSC Challenger Series, you have to do all of that. Oh, I thought Kenny was going to give me my first boom.
You're ready for it.
You have to be within the top 500 players points-wise on the All-Star rank list lockdown date, which is January 11th, 2022. I know that's coming up soon, guys, but January 9th is even sooner, and that is the last day to play matches to get into the point totals for that January 11th lockdown date. Now, keep in mind the way to get points. Every league match played, DRT played, 50 points, which is a big amount of points. Every time a player participates in the All-Star Triples, which is the third Saturday of every month. On that January 11th lockdown date, we will take the top 500 players on the rank list, sort that list of players by player rating, and you can actually see already on the website if you go to major tournaments at dartstoc.com, as Kevin Schmitz here does take out that leg 1-1. But if you go there, you can see actually if you are in that Division 1, Division 2 already, or if you need to get some more points.
Hey,
But yeah,
Sean, remember that comment you made at the beginning of the stream about, hey, there's not that many people at Skybox. Look at the Skybox now here.
you know what? You're absolutely right. I stand corrected, sir. It looks like the camera's in a different uh either that or they moved some stuff around in the background. Um Looks like that's exactly what they did there. It almost opened up that uh left side of Kenny a little bit.
You
Our
know,
stage right.
I don't want to throw you under the bus, but I also just wanted to mention, there's a lot of support there, and it looks like we got one in the chat here. Meredith McGee Hale saying, "I've had the honor of playing with Kenny 30 years, and he is leaning in, throwing with oomph, and falling through strong. Once he's settled in. You'll be able to throw with his eyes closed. He's ready, looking to be in championship form as usual. So he's going to be a tough competitor to beat tonight. I'm pretty sure."
No, absolutely. I I'm excited for to see how this completely plays out. Um, but they're going to take the top 32 players that were invited and invite them to Division One, and then the next highest rated 32 players will be invited to Division Two. We're going to have 64 players invited to this thing uh, at the end of February. I'm excited. I hope this thing fills up completely. I think that there are some ideas in place to make sure that it does to bring you all of the CSC Challenger action as often as we possibly can uh, for a longer period of time next time, because this has been way too much fun, man.
Yeah, it certainly has been. It's been a blast, and I'm looking forward to more action for the next go round. It's gonna be great. Kenny coming out with a 160 to 72 point advantage here. He goes right at his 18s.
Uh, Patrick Baker asked the question: playing DRTs and leagues, can DRTs alone qualify somebody? I'm sure if you play enough of them, but I'm not 100% positive on how many points you get per DRT. I will say this: it is a new year, so the points list is not that high right now for amount of points that a player has. So you might be able to steal your way into the CSC Challenger Series for this next go around here at the end of February. You just got to get on it now.
Yeah, you can just keep an eye on your rating and where you are on the ranking list, and it'll give you I think it gives you a little icon when you're getting close as well. So just kind of keep an eye on that, and it'll set you in the right direction. Doyle with a big 7 mark there to make it 192 to 104 with a clear look at a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, and Kevin, look at this double bull start, and he hit 5 of them. Not enough, but I like that type of look from him. at that time. Kevin is not playing in his normal bar that he normally plays out of. He tonight is at the vault because his normal place, the Wayside, doesn't have any power.
Oh, what?
Wisconsin in December, man. I'm telling you.
Oh my. That would be something unfortunate that would happen on a finals night. I mean, that can be a factor that can be thrown in. That's for sure. I mean, kind of dealing with a little bit of a different area than you're used to.
It could be. He made the announcement pretty early on Facebook, so I know that he still has his support system there as well. But I love to see all the big name players that are right there behind Kenny. That he shows up for them to watch them play. At least he did last week, and I know he did for Brandon as well. It's always good to see the support from those Central Florida darters sticking together.
Yeah, I think that's Nick Selepic walking up right there. We've seen him be an avid fan and follower of people at the Skybox. Go ahead, sir.
Boom goes the dynamite. Kevin Schmitz gets on the board. You love to see it.
Our first one of the evening, folks. Are you ready?
To the first of many, and it could be right here. Boom goes a dynamite. Kenny Doyle comes right back to back, and you know when it starts on the train, it doesn't stop. Let's see if we get a third in a row.
Looks like we may need to add a little game to Kenny's mark on there. Is that right?
Where are we at?
I think we need to add a mark on our scoreboard to Kenny Doyle.
Oh, yes.
Just a little remark to help out there. I think actually, yeah, Megan. Yeah, your wife in the chat helping out.
Of course she is.
Hey-oh, look at that. Pulling mom duties on a couple kids. And, well, probably bedtime by now, let's be honest.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, Sophia, for the first time, my oldest, was awake or fell asleep right when she got home from school, and she stayed asleep. We could not wake her up until about 7:30. So we're a little worried she might stay up late tonight. We're hoping that doesn't happen, but we'll see. As 6 more go in there for Kenny Doyle. Regains the point lead, but he is definitely behind. Look at these averages, Will. 675, 675.
Yeah, and so far we're riding a 5+. Is this 5.09, 5.48, 5.47 in this one. We'll just keep rising.
Boom goes a dynamite. Kevin Schmitz gets a second one here in this leg, and it is already at 3, even though we did not have any in the first few legs. And look at that, a hat trick there for Kenny because he does not give up in any leg. But Kevin, free range here to win this one right now. 7-2-0 is his average currently. It will drop because of the Bulls, but my goodness, Kenny's going to throw a 6 and lose that leg to a 6.5. 6.5 to a 6.0.
Wow. That is just crazy, isn't it? 6.5 to 6.0. And folks, this is what you're going to see in a finale of Division 1 in the CSC Challenger Series. I mean, it's the quality stuff that the PPD is going to bring you.
Absolutely. And honestly, I still don't know why I'm sitting here.
How about that? How about that move by Mr. Kinney?
I think
Trip 20, Trip 19, over to the Trip 18.
It just, just allows Kevin just to shoot there at the 18s. I don't like the stab on the 20s on the third dart, and that might be Kenny's purpose of doing so. Is it kind of it opens up the door there for Kevin to kind of take a stab at one of those numbers, and Kenny's just going to capitalize completely on it by closing the 18s and pointing the 20s now. That's a brilliant move, honestly.
I'm just kind of thrown back by that first chance. I mean, we haven't seen many players go for the horse right off the bat in these leg openers. It's usually, a trip 20 followed by a trip 20, or at least a go up or back up, to point kind of is what we've seen. But I'm just kind of thrown back by that one. But, this guy knows his darts and he's going to throw them the way he wants to. And he's going to prove it this evening. 6.0 right now. And I'm
Gets
about to
that.
say, I can just feel that coming.
Well, he's gone 6.66 so far here in this leg, which is why he's averaging a 6.
Kenny Doyle, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's see if we get one here. Oh, a 7 mark, though, for Kevin Schmitz. Regains the point lead. A little bit of hope in this leg, but so far, minus that first leg, we've seen some pretty dominant legs from our players. That being said, Kenny threw a 6 in the last leg, and he wasn't even in the ballpark of that leg.
It's tough to say, isn't it? It's tough to say, but it's the truth. It kind of he was almost just couldn't get a sniff.
I
Made
think some
9.
of the chat is letting you know that you are kind of cutting out a little bit, just so you are aware. As we get a boom goes a dynamite from Kevin Schmitz. He has 3 so far in this match to Kenny's 1. But again, Kenny just nice and steady, gets another 6 mark in there. Kevin's going to try and go another. Well, he'd like an 8. No, he'd like a 9 mark here. Stay on those 15s. Now he's got to stay there all day. Gets another 7 of them. I love it. Telling you right now, 6-6 to a 5-6. Kevin Schmitz is on a whole nother level, and Kenny's not even letting him sniff this. Boom goes a dynamite. Kenny Doyle. We've had 5 and 2 legs. The first 3 we had 0. These guys are really settling in now. Trip 16 closed there and does close the 20s. So, interesting move there. Gives himself winning darts if Kenny does not hit the hat trick. But it's Kenny Doyle we're talking about here. Kevin's going to lose this leg throwing a 6-3-3. He lost that leg throwing a 6-3-3. Let me say that louder. He lost that leg throwing a 6-3-3, guys.
Isn't that crazy? Doing a little maintenance on my mic. Hopefully that's a little bit better. We'll see. But yeah, I mean that's just wow. Kenny throwing a 5.71 there. Just this is what you get in the finale. It's going to be 5+, and they're throwing 5.5+.
Well, so I will say this. The average for Kevin at a 4.96 is a little bit deceiving because his last 3 he started off blank. But his last 3 matches, he has thrown above a 5 in each one of those, including the 9-5 loss. He threw a 5-1-7 against Kenny and lost 9-5. Kenny makes him pay right there. 5 mark to follow, but Kevin is going to look to 9 mark the 19s, but maybe a 7 mark will do. I think he gets a 7. Just kidding. Look, that was an interesting move. Do you see that, bud? He went up to the 20s on the third dart, down 21 points to Kenny. We're seeing some different strategy here than we're used to here in the CSC Challenger Series.
No, but that just shows you when you're playing an opponent, when both of these guys are throwing like they are right now, you're going to have to pull out some stops that you normally wouldn't pull out. And I mean, it's going to be interesting. I mean, we have so many legs to play still. I mean, we're not even to our break yet, and it seems like. Go ahead.
Dynamite. Kevin Schmitz with another one.
I feel like every time a 9 happens, I just stop what I'm saying. I have to, and obligatory to like just hand it over to you and let you do it now.
Well, it is a contractual obligation that I say it now. Sponsored by TNT, so.
Oh, that's good.
Goodness gracious.
Oh, that is quite funny. Here we go. 7 mark there for Kevin. Still 5 points down to Kenny Doyle. Let's see what Kenny does here. Does he
LaBelle
take a
Sterling. No, go ahead, bud.
I was just to say, does he take a stab at the 17? Certainly does. Good stuff.
He actually stayed there for dart 3 too. Um, throwing a 6.25 in this leg. These guys are making this look like nothing. Um, it really is. I actually got to play a couple of tournaments on Saturday. Well, one tournament on Saturday, and these guys, boom goes that dynamite. Kevin Schmitz again on 8 mark, but we'll count it because I already did.
I'm gonna say a little premature boom.
I'm telling you, this is crazy right now. But Lavelle says Kevin is trying to shorten the legs. Um, I would agree with that, but he's also throwing lights out right now. Looks over the 15s, gets him, goes
Wow.
gonna go back to the 16s.
With the one
Ooh,
with the 1 point lead goes over to the 15s.
I like it. It's a tough winning dart type of throw here for Kenny, as he no longer has it. So Kenny can only get the point lead here with a double bull on the last dart. I don't think he did so. So a hat trick is all that is needed from Kevin. Do you risk it right here, bud?
I don't. Let's. You got to take that first dart. You got to take that first opportunity and see. If you miss it, you go right to the 16s. But
Oh
see,
no.
that's the thing. We saw him do that same exact thing. What in the first leg?
Oh, and that's not 48 points is only a 49-point lead. And Kenny more than capable of hitting 2 bowls in trip 16.
Yes, he is, and he's going to try to do it here. He misses on the second bull.
I'm shocked.
Wow, I kind of am. I kind of am too. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, Kevin's got to point the heck out of these 16s. Stay right there all day long. Try and hit another triple. He does not. Only another 4 marks. But now Kenny needs 3 bowls to take a stab at the trip 16 instead of just 2. See what he does. If he goes double bowl on the first one, do you see him go 16s on the second dart? That'd be such a move.
That wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be a gutsy move?
Like if someone was going to try it, it was going to be Kenny Doyle.
Yeah, just the one, unfortunately for Kenny.
You see, that gave him a single 3 on that last dart, and it flighted off of the 12. But Kevin, now the pressure a little bit more off him as he goes for this hat trick. Gets it. Kevin Schmitz ties it back up, and we've been holding throw except for leg number 1.
Wow, just wow.
And guys, if this is your first time joining us here, first of all, where you been? But second of all, if you look at the actual screen of the board, I think that's the first time I've ever gotten that right. It will tell you that there's one extra leg for Kevin Schmitz. It is because of the cricket count up and not the actual score of the cricket legs. So our scoreboard up top that our partner in crime, Mr. Nick Teixeira, is working diligently on, and if not, my wife will call him out on it quickly. That is the correct score. Look at
Yeah,
that.
good to mention for those that may have just be popping in for their first few times or have not seen that before. It can be a little confusing. How about that?
Good darts there from Kenny.
Yes, consistent 6 marks tonight. I mean, he's just throwing just some great stuff here. We're seeing. I would be tempted to say we're seeing more 7 marks than 7 marks or higher, really, or 6 marks or higher than we are seeing below that right now.
Yeah, I mean, you see it, guys. If you're looking at the average down the bottom, for the majority of every single leg that we have been in, these guys have been above 6s. I mean, we had a leg lost throwing a 6.33 and a leg lost throwing a 6 already, and we're in leg 7 which is the last leg we're going to take or have before our break, where we are going to hear from our players, our finalists, Kenny Doyle and Kevin Schmitz. Man, I'm telling you, stay with us, stay through that. It's always interesting to see, and stay through this 7 mark from Kevin Schmitz. Whenever I try to set it up, I'm telling you.
Yeah, just a reminder for those that haven't been here before as well. Do take a short little break after this leg. So someone's going to have the advantage going into the break here. Who will it be? Kenny's looking to make it him with a 100-point lead here over Kevin Schmitz.
Yeah, absolutely. And guys, if you're on that break and you're not on your phone, you're watching on the big screen, head on over to A2ZDarts.com because they are running a stocking stuffer sale ending December 23rd. This year's theme is buy 2 and save. They've chosen 12 different stocking stuffer ideas for the darters and pool players in your life. You can even mix and match color options when you buy 2 or more of any product type and still receive a special discount price. Go to A2ZDarts.com and click the stocking stuffer banner on their homepage to find out what mini gifts are available. And of course, we are doing a $25 gift card giveaway to A2ZDarts.com tonight if you just put a comment in the chat. So if you are here, one of the 400 people on Facebook, one of the 526 across all platforms, throw a little comment in the chat here. Who you rooting for? Where are you from? All that good stuff. We'd love to see it. And look at this. Kenny Doyle throwing just phenomenal 5.0 in this leg. Same thing from Kevin, though. But this is going to be the round that cost Kevin, I think, because I do not see Kenny doing anything but punishing that. 5 marks is just not enough tonight. And I know that's ironic because they both are throwing 5 marks. But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, Kenny's just Ryan, I think, said in the chat earlier. Yeah, I'm seeing it right now. He's saying that Kenny just seems so calm tonight, and that's just the demeanor of Kenny Doyle. He just seems so calm, and every time we seen him in the interviews, it's just like, hey, let's just play darts, man. I just let my darts do the talking, and I'm ready to play any time of the week.
We got Michael L. watching from Buffalo, New York. Michael, I don't know if you're playing in the Knox Amusement Championships in mid-January, but I will be there, sir. On the call is Kenny Doyle. Takes out that one. 4-3 Kenny. This final could not be closer than it is right now.
Yeah, it certainly cannot be. It's 4-3. Kenny Doyle is. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to come right back after a short break for the final little duel here to see who's going to win this one. We'll be right back, folks. This is William Stewart from USA Darts, joined by Sean Green of To The Point Streaming. Don't go anywhere.
My name is Kevin Schmitz. I am playing out of Wayside Bar in Sparta, Wisconsin, and I play for Stansfield Vending out of La Crosse, Wisconsin.
Well, Kevin, we're here. It's the finals, and who do you have with you right now?
Well, I got my youngest, Ashton.
Perfect. So you got a future dart partner in the making, it looks like.
Oh, yeah, I got one of the 3.
There you go. That's awesome. Well, it's been only a week since we last saw you. We saw you play against Brian Dennis in a very hard-fought match. You guys both played phenomenal, but you were able to come up on top. Let's just talk about how are you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling pretty good. That was a great match. Played against Brian, and I jumped up on him early, and he fought back, and yeah, it was a hard match, and he threw great. I just happened to catch some breaks, and
worked out well.
Yeah, worked out well for me in the way I was playing, and I like to mix it up a little bit, and hopefully it threw him off a little.
Well, it ended up getting you right on top, and you're in the finals now. Now, this is a position that you're familiar with. Do you want to talk about it in comparison to how it feels to be in the finals again after playing the CSC in the past?
It feels a little different being on being on the other end this time. Last time I had to get double dipped by Maloney, and he ended up doing it. Now I'm the one that has to do the double dipping, and hopefully I can pull it off.
Exactly. If you are talking with me next week, that means that you ended up winning tonight. So I know there's a lot on the line there with this much prize money and getting this far in the tournament. What are you doing to kind of help keep yourself calm and focus on the game tonight?
That I haven't done really a whole lot of anything different within the past week. Just had a death in the family over the weekend, so hopefully this will try and keep my mind off things. And actually, I think the last time I played Kenny was I was just coming back from a funeral as well for my cousin. So things are going. I'm not doing a whole lot different. I actually haven't picked my darts up since last Monday, so I guess I'll see how that actually ends up going with all the Christmas stuff going on and whatnot.
Yeah.
So,
well, with that being said, I mean, what you've been doing so far has been working. You've proven that you're not only Kevin Schmitz, but you're the Kevin Schmitz at this point. And I know we're all excited to see what you're going to bring to the table.
Oh yeah, I'm hoping I can bring what I have been the past few weeks, and my darts have, since the very first week, my darts have only went up. So hopefully I can keep going and raising the bar a little more, and hopefully I can push Kenny to the limit tonight and maybe sneak out a quick win.
Well, I know we're all looking forward to it. I know the people over at Wayside are going to be cheering you on. The people at Skybox are going to be watching along, and everyone else that's been in the stream. Is there anything you want to say to any of those people watching, Kevin?
I just want to say thanks to everyone that's been supporting me through the whole thing, through the whole 2 months. Everyone that's came down, watched me at the bar. I want to say thanks to my lovely girlfriend for, of course, staying home and watching this little booger all the time. But she's probably been one of my biggest supporters, and I wouldn't be able to do this without her. So I just want to say thanks to her, thanks to my family, thanks to everyone that's been sending messages my way, and thank you to Booyah Darts once again with supplying me for the supplies and darts I've been able to throw with the past couple of months.
Well, I know with all those people watching along, all those friends and your sponsors as well, that you have a lot of people cheering for you tonight. So we hope for only the best, and shoot well, Kevin.
My name is Kevin Schmitz, and this is Ashton Schmitz, and you are watching the CSC Challenger Series.
On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 12 conversion points, 11 dartboard levelers, 10 toe line checkers, 9 little beanies, 8 dartboard mouse pads, 7 pocket shockers, 6 mini wallets, 5 dart rings, 4 Viking gloves, 3 dart stands, 2 fly pods, and a dart dock dartboard mini.
This is Kenny Doyle playing for C&M Darts out of Skybox Sports Tavern in Kissimmee, Florida.
Well, Kenny, it's an absolute pleasure to have you back on here. We haven't seen you since last time, the King Seat match, and we knew we were bound to see you again. And you get to play Kevin. Did you get a chance to watch that match against Kevin versus Brian?
Yeah, I went down and watched it. They both do well. They both had a chance to win. Brian missed the 3 bulls in the first game, and I think that cost him a couple right after it. But they each shot well.
Exactly. Both players shot really well, and we were talking about it, like how all the remaining players that were still on the winning in the loser side were all people you knocked out at some point. So that has to feel a little reassuring, but also knowing that all these players are kind of gunning for you now, and now we're down to just one. What are you doing to prepare yourself to play against Kevin tonight?
To be honest, I'm running down to play a little bit right now.
There you go. Get some extra practice in.
Yeah, I had a rough week or two where I wasn't really, on point. So I'm gonna throw a few extra darts, see if I can get focused and be ready for tonight.
Well, I know that we're all excited to watch it, especially because one of the things that a lot of the people that have been watching have started to appreciate is when you're playing on stream, you have this it's not, I wouldn't even call it aggressive, but you're not as heavy on the points as whereas you have that confidence to hit those key darts when you need to. Would you consider yourself like an aggressive player or more like a conservative point player?
I've become more of an aggressive player than I used to be. I used to be, I'd stay 2 trips ahead, but now I definitely gamble a little bit more. If I'm blocked out of a triple, I mean, you got to move.
And with all that being said now, so we're at this very end here. Is there pressure on your shoulders? Are you just excited to play the finals, be at the very end of this?
I'm glad it's towards the end, and when it starts up again, I'm sure I'll be happy again. But I'm going to try to end it tonight. We'll see what happens. If not, we'll see you guys next Monday.
Well, I like the sound of that, Kenny. Well, is there anything else you want to say to your sponsors, friends, fans, or anybody else that's going to be watching along?
Thanks to Super Darts USA. Thank you, Ian, for the darts. I really like them. Thank you to C&M, and thanks for buying the equipment down at Skybox, Daryl and Wendy Ritchie.
Fantastic, Kenny. Well, we are excited to see you on, and shoot well, my friend.
My name is Kenny Doyle, and you're watching the CSC Challenger Series.
All righty, folks, we are back for the conclusion of this finale, or what could be the conclusion, I guess we should say. If Kevin Schmitz wins this one, we will come back next Monday for another round, a double dip situation. But so far, it's been Kenny Doyle coming out slightly ahead, 4-3 after the break. What do you think, John?
I think it's hilarious that we can see Kenny right here. He obviously was not happy with the 16s or 15s on the trips, as he just goes up there and practices that right this second. But I'm really looking forward to the finish of this, because Kevin's right there. And when I mean right there average-wise. He has 1 legs when Kenny is thrown above a 6, and those are the big important legs in this match. Is that Kevin is telling Kenny that he can stay right with him this whole time, and I hope that he does.
Yeah, certainly is needed from Kevin. He's going to need to kind of take his opportunities when he can here if he hopes to come out on top. As it's just been Kenny Doyle just slightly ahead. I mean, not by much. You said these averages are pretty identical. Yeah, they are, but if I had to choose, it's probably going to be, or if I had to look at the numbers, it's probably going to be Kenny coming out just a couple points ahead, I believe.
Yeah, and you see Kevin start off with only a 1 mark there out of the break. Obviously not ideal, especially we've had holds a throw in every leg except for the first one, was the one that Kenny broke him, and that is why we have a 4-3 score right now. But we don't even probably have to mention the player advantage tonight by the way this is going so far, and I hope that stays the same. But if it is needed, it is there for either of these players to use to their advantage. We will see what happens. Sorry.
Yeah, we'll just kind of see if that's needed or not. I mean, the player advantage is there, but when you have these tight, close games like we're seeing here, there's no need.
Did I just see for like the first time ever a 2 mark from Kenny Doyle?
Right? I mean, that's something you don't see at all.
That literally might be the first 2 mark I've seen from Kenny Doyle on the stream. I'm shocked. I'm more shocked about that than I was anything else really so far. Kevin follows up with a 5 mark. Not exactly what he was looking for. He's probably looking for a 7 there, but he will take it. It puts him back in this. Can he close first start on the 19s maybe? No, it's Kenny Doyle. He's going to go 20-20 and then close on the last start because he's not a bad player. I started thinking like myself there for a second. He doesn't even close it. He left it open. You got to close it though, right?
I mean, certainly you need to do that one. I'm just laughing at your statement about yourself there. That's just too funny.
You got to understand, man. I have to retrain my brain every Monday and Wednesday and be like, don't think about how you would play. Think about how these guys would play.
Here's a question I have for you, and this may be off topic. Well, that's not really off topic. Has watching these games changed your cricket strategy by a little?
Yes. And honestly, it was one game that changed it up, and that was the Tito Martinez Brandon Neal match. To see how much points can put pressure on an opponent, especially one as good as Brandon Neal, it definitely changed how I will play cricket moving forward for the rest of my darting career. I will be the type of person that decides not to hero dart any or as very little as possible, kind of steal my moments when I can. It's easier to hero dart when you hit it all the time. But I don't, so I got to stop trying it. And you can never go wrong with points. That is for sure.
Yeah, and for myself, I think it's taking opportunities to open up another house or two to put pressure on your opponent. I mean, that's something I've never really done before, but seeing people do that in certain situations throughout this CSC Challenger Series, really playing some proper cricket, really opens your eyes to situations on the board. So yeah, I mean, whether you're a beginner or experienced at home, you can learn just from watching these guys throw.
No, absolutely. Again, that's been one of the fun parts of this, and more fun has been seeing the players in the chat talking strategy with us. I think that's the cool part for us more than anything. And I've said that's the cool part more than anything, and it's about everything. The whole thing's been super cool as we get a boom goes a dynamite. Kevin Schmitz getting another one on the board.
It's something we haven't, we've mentioned a little bit about Kevin, but playing out of the vault, but it looks like Jesse Johnson is hanging out with him. How many people are there, Jesse? If you hear me over in the bar, or it may be too loud, I don't know. Just let us know how many people are hanging out there. It looks like there's a couple at least watching Kevin and supporting, so good to see.
I love Urelis's comment. Every time my kids see Kenny, they ask, "Is that Santa?" And why is he here?
Hey, good place to holiday when you're not at the North Pole. I mean, who can complain about Florida, right?
No, that's for sure. And hopefully I pronounced your name correct. I literally am crossing my fingers. Did I do all right? Man. Talk about talent. I remember that from like 5 weeks ago. Only because I forgot it at the break when Nick reminded us how to pronounce her name, and I forgot about it the entire rest of the time. So that was my makeup right there. That was it. As Millie Von Jigglesworth makes a good point, I learned to never quit from that Travis Wilkinson match with the unfortunate outcome. And Travis never did. And we've seen a lot of our top-level players in the CSC Challenger Series be scrappy as all get out as soon as they are in the hole. And it is great to see that type of thing.
Yeah, I mean, you never want to see somebody just go down and out early. And so far, I mean, throughout this CSC Challenger Series, I mean, we haven't seen some really, really big lopsided matches. We've seen people dig in and try to fight back, and that's exactly what you want, and that's exactly what I'm looking forward to with our next one, as we have the 32 in Division 1, 32 in Division 2. Going to be a battle, that's for sure.
I cannot wait, and I can't wait to see, for us, our OG CSC Challenger Series players, and meet a whole bunch of new ones, because we're going to have to meet about 30 new players, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think we got 23 and 11 currently. We didn't have quite a full bracket on both sides, but yeah, it's gonna be lots of new faces coming our way.
And guys, this is a perfect time to give you a quick reminder here, as Kevin Schmitz, the Rabbit, is going to tie this baby up, I believe. Yes, he does. First start, 494. 494 is probably one of our lowest winning legs average-wise. And that tells you kind of what we're dealing with here. He threw a 1 mark in the opening leg and ended up with a 497. So Kevin Schmitz, booyah, gets it done 4-4 score here. As Kenny Doyle, let's see what strategy he chooses this time. He's going to point this time.
Good on Kevin. Kind of reground himself, coming back to win that leg, as he did not find himself in a 2-leg deficit.
And what I was actually going to say about the reminder, guys, is that I am here in Indianapolis, Indiana, on the north side of Indianapolis. My partner in crime, Mr. Will Stewart, is located in Kansas, dealing with, I think, a little bit of an internet connection issue, more so than normal. And Mr. Nick Darachi, Davenport, Florida, is where he is running the stream from. And we have Mr. Kenny Doyle playing out of Kissimmee, Florida, against Wisconsin's favorite son. Boom goes the Wisconsinite for Kevin Schmitz on the board. Threw it in there. Had to. Sorry. But Sparta, Wisconsin. Kevin Schmitz. We had 3 Wisconsin players out of the 4 finalists of the Division I and Division II of the CSC Challenger Series. Is that a surprising stat for you based on everything that you've seen so far in the CSC Challenger Series? As we go back to back. Boom goes the Wisconsinite again. Kevin Schmidt getting it done. So what do you think? 3 players from Wisconsin, 1 player from Florida. We almost had an all-Florida final in Division I, but that was spoiled by the Rabbit. And then Division II, it was all Wisconsin.
Yeah, and it almost, we almost seen that all Florida, all Wisconsin. That would have been interesting to say the least. But, I mean, Wisconsin coming out to be a dominant force in this.
Mike Maloney pointing out that my question was stupid to you. Says, of course it's surprising. You've got to have a lot of things fall your way. Even the setup of the bracket has to help out. And I do agree with that. But these guys have beat the best of the best in this whole entire tournament. And we are seeing the best of the best right now from these guys. Oh, Kevin went back up and missed on the single 4. We'll see if that affects him. Kenny gets the point lead. He'll look up now. No? Yeah, he did. Of course he did. Big 7 mark there for Kenny Doyle. Regains control of this leg. Kevin's going to try and 9 mark the 6s. Nah, he'll go for an 8 mark if he goes trip, I believe. No. He'll go 9 mark. Math, Sean, math. Boom goes the dynamite Kevin Schmidt. Schmidt's 3 in this leg for him. Back to back, missed one, and then back. So 3 and 4 rounds. That is an impressive total here. 6.5 he has thrown in this leg. And, man, I'm telling you, this is the first time we have seen Kenny Doyle on stream playing against someone, and even Kevin Schmitz of a few weeks ago is a different Kevin Schmitz today, be able to not just stay with Kenny, but almost outshoot him at times.
Yeah, it seems like it. Sorry, as you took the reins there for me for a minute, as I had, like you said, I don't know if I'm dealing with an internet issue or what, but my mic kind of cuts out every once in a while. So sorry about that at home, folks. But yeah, Kevin's right there with him.
Kenny again, throws in 5 marks, 7 marks. It's tough to continue to just throw that type of firepower repeatedly. And he's doing it. And look at this.
I gotta point this goodie out from Steve Hilger. Darts is bigger in Wisconsin than Mike Maloney and Johnny Lackey's egos combined. That is a golden statement from Porky.
Oh, I love it. Alex, I hope that's not true. See, I changed my ringtone so that it has your voice saying "Boom goes the dynamite" when I get texts.
That is great.
Great. Apparel coming to you soon. Oh,
big trip 16 from Kevin. 2 of them. How can he get another? No, just a single 17. It goes over, it takes a look.
If I'm Kenny, and I know Kenny, and I'm not going to say it anymore, but I think if he tripped that 17 on the first start, he might have gone for it. And I don't know why I'm saying that, but I think he definitely might have taken that shot just to get a point lead. That being said, with the X on the 17s, that might not have been the right move for him. But I don't know. That would have been fun to see maybe it happening. And there's a double bowl in the last dart. Kenny cannot win with 2 wedges and all the bowls. He does not have enough darts to do that. But he will just go ahead and have fun closing them out anyway.
Wow.
My goodness. If it was a normal level dart player, the pressure that would be on this would be immense. But it is not. It is Kevin Schmitz, the Rabbit, as we get our first lead for the Wisconsinite in this match. 5-4, Kevin.
That's our second break of throw, correct? Because we saw Kenny break throw in the first leg. That is our second. Yeah, that would be our second break of throw. Coming in a clutch time for Kevin.
Urella says that her daughter has that memorized already. The boom goes to dynamite instead of mom, mom, mom. So funny. This chat is hilarious tonight, guys.
I'm telling you, when you got so many people in it, just a reminder for those that don't know in the chat, be sure to throw a comment in the chat boxes. We're giving away a $25 gift card to A2ZDarts.com tonight. So head on over to A2ZDarts.com after this and check out the stocking stuffer ideas that they've got going on. They got 12 magnificent from ideas from darts to pool players. Doesn't matter. Got it all.
Yeah, that buy 2 and save. They've chosen 12 different stocking stuffer ideas for the darters and pool players in your life. You can even mix and match color options when you buy 2 or more of any product type and still receive a special discount price. Go to A2ZDarts.com and click on Stocking Stuffer banner on their homepage to find out what mini gifts are available. And I know you have that mini dock, dart dock. That thing's so sweet. I don't know how it took someone so long to put out that type of product.
Right? And, what people are doing with it, I'm seeing videos of people literally having a chuck at it, using it as a practice tool. And it's like, all right, I mean, whatever.
As long as that bullseye is at 5 foot 8 inches, can't go wrong.
Someone asking us to throw out our averages here. I don't know if we want to do that one. Do we there, Sean?
Oh, Mike must be new. Mike, I will tell you this. I throw, currently I have the Danny Lobby 8 flights from Target on my RVB Gen 3s that I throw in soft and steel. But average-wise, I don't want to make it so you don't buy those products, so I'm not going to tell you my average. But it's not the product's fault. It is my throwing arm that is the fault.
That's funny stuff. Your
Target. Will's a significantly better player than me, so he can tell you his averages.
You're a Target guy. I'm an L-style guy. I like L-style setup, and I got custom darts myself. Grand board, I'm an S player right now. I think I got like a 4. I guess 4 plus on cricket, I think.
See, you'd be right here with these guys.
And not quite Division 1, I don't think. I think I'd be fine in Division 2 with some of them guys. Maybe. But these guys are out of this world. I don't even think I'd sniff a couple legs, honestly. I mean, Kenny's just a magnificent player, has been for some time. And look at this 5.5 right here.
Yeah, and again, he's lost legs throwing above a 6 tonight. That's I mean, Dominic Pops here in the chat, the OG Dominic Teixeira. Actually, I think he's junior, isn't he? Yeah, you're number 3. Saying if you can't play, you commentate. And luckily, I found that niche works for me. I took the Wayne Martle route, although I don't know why he considers himself not a good player. He made semifinals of championships and stuff. I will never reach that. So Yeah, I'm the Wayne Martle if Wayne Martle was never a pro once, nor sniffed that level. That's
Wayne
me.
Mr. Semifinal, as they call him. I mean, to get there and not finish the job, it's got to be painful. But I think he's just when you've had a career that spans so long. I mean, he can still make money doing the commentary gig, and he's good. I think he's good at it. I really enjoy Wayne's commentary myself. He can get on a, some people think a bashing fest sometime, but to each their own. To each their own.
What I love is that the majority of the commentators over there are so calm, cool, collected, 100% of the time. So Wayne Martle actually adds a little extra flair to all of that, which actually can put off the other commentators as we get a boom goes the dynamite. Kenny Doyle getting it done. We have 11 so far in this match and 10 legs. We're in the 11th leg, actually. So they're on par for 1 a leg, which is actually a little bit below their average for both of them on this stream in the CSC Challenger Series.
Well, just kind of looking at some averages that I've got written down, and I think I missed one, maybe possibly 2 averages, but really I haven't seen anything dip down below a 4.9 so far in this match. And I mean, that's those winning averages, of course, but this is 5-5. What more do you want from a final here? I mean, this is just tasty, appetizing match.
Yeah, I mean, if you are a darts fan of any kind, even if it is the steel tip variety, you love seeing great darts, and this is great darts. It's actually really hard for me to tell my students, I'm a teacher during the day, because I'll show them a little recap of this, and it is really hard for me to tell them how hard this is for these guys to do this. I mean, they make it look so easy. Kenny is making this look so easy as he takes a step back for a 3 here and gets a 7 mark. I mean, it's so easy to miss these tiny segments, and they are just nailing them left and right all day long. Oh, it's not this easy. I'm telling you.
Just makes you upset yourself when when you see these guys just making it look easy too. It's just like, why can't I do that? What? Come on.
I mean, I know the strategy, it's just my arm doesn't work, It happens.
Guess so. Is
David Collette, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Appreciate you. Tomorrow night's a fun siege battle we got just for the banter tomorrow night. We're thinking about miking up our players, but our sponsors might drop if that happens. So we're going to see as we get a boom goes the Wisconsinite. Kevin Schmitz getting it done there. He throws in 9 marks at the most opportune moments so often. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if I saw another one right here.
Let's see if you can put it in there. Is currently throwing a 5.4 would certainly help. He's down by 102.
He's going to do it again. He's going to do it again.
Oh!
That sound you gave was perfect. Sorry.
I'm sure he was thinking the exact same thing. Oh, come on.
Oh, wow. That's the sound that you make when you don't want to cuss, and you make that sound instead. I love it.
In a game of darts.
I'm just really happy he actually missed it, because in my mind I was about to say, oops, he did it again, which would have been the wrong thing to say at the wrong time. It would have been slightly worse than, oh. All right. Is Kenny going to take a stab at it finally? No, he's going to stab at that 19 again, taking a page out of Tito Martinez's playbook. I'm going to get a huge lead and then maybe go for it. It's smart darts for him, though, because a triple there would have put him in a difficult spot. Oh, he does not hit the trip on the last dart. I'm almost just expecting it out of these guys to hit these darts. Again, you can get the Rabbit version 2 that Kevin is throwing. Booyah darts. And then, of course, the super darts for Kenny Doyle. As you see him throwing some super darts in there. Is he going to make that 16-15 transfer I love so much? Nope. Because it's Kenny Doyle, and he does what he wants.
Extend that lead. He's got a 109-point lead now as he wants to wrangle this in there and steal this leg away from Kevin Schmitz. Make this a 6-5 match.
As this Wisconsinite is looking to go boom, and he does. Boom goes the dynamite. Kevin Schmitz, again, the most opportune times he is doing this repeatedly, but it is not enough to get a point lead. Kenny still is going to look at points on the first 2 before he takes a stab at it. No. Opens up the door for Kevin to retake the lead in this overall match if he can do something special here that we know Kevin can do. Opened up the door just a little bit. Oh, is he going to stab it? He tried and just misses. A 5 mark, though, for Kevin Schmitz. And I know he didn't shoot that double because I didn't get a burnt on the end of that. Not that anyone, top-level player, would shoot at doubles in cricket.
Hope a certain someone's listening to that remark here.
And now I wait.
And now you better wait, because it's coming up here, sir.
Just call me the cook, because I just stirred that pot.
Here we go, looking to top, and he does with a...
Boom goes the dynamite. Kevin Schmitz, I'm telling you, 16s and 15s, he has at least 4 9 marks on those numbers alone. As Kenny is going to close out the 15s. He's tired of seeing those 9 marks. Kevin has winning darts in his hand, if I'm not mistaken. No, he doesn't. Sean, shut up. But he can get really close.
At the very beginning of this match, both these guys are sitting on 47 9 marks tournament. So coming here and a hefty number was expected, but they're doing a number on the 9s, especially Kevin.
Yeah, 47 of them. Again, Kevin has played 4 fewer legs as well, with the same number of 9 marks. Kenny does not care about that stat, though, as he takes that out. 5-3-3 Kenny Doyle, which is about his average for the CSC Challenger Series overall. So this is nothing new for him. He's just another day in the life of Kenny Doyle. Takes a 6-5 lead, 2 legs on the spin, breaks Kevin there. And this could be a very fun conclusion, not collusion. No one's going to collude, but you can have a conclusion. By the way, someone asked earlier, if this goes to a double dip, are they going to do that tonight? This is the exact reason why not. Because I don't know if you want me talking until 2 o'clock in the morning. The booms will get crazy, guys.
Yeah, they get a little weird booms, as we might get a little seeing some things that early in the morning. I mean, this match is one of going to be one of our longer matches that we've had on the stream so far in this CSC Challenger Series. Just the way it's kind of back and forth, which is certainly that's not that I mind at all. I certainly enjoy it, but yeah, just kind of. This could, if we double dipped it tonight, it could be a while.
Man, I'm telling you, Kevin Schmitz, for the first time, I have seen a player play Kenny Doyle and stay with him like this. And not just stay with him, but again, outshoot him in moments where Kenny is throwing Kenny darts. And we have not seen that yet. This challenge from Kevin is fantastic. And you really do love to see it. He has been waiting for this, I believe. And he is ready to attack it. Maybe attack the 9 mark. Boom goes the dynamite. Kevin Schmitz, I feel like he has 10 of the 15 9 marks so far in this.
Yeah, it certainly seems like he's had almost double the amount that Kenny has. He's just been hitting them a little bit more. As Kenny's been plowing in a lot of those 7 marks, but Kevin's just been hitting that couple better when he needs to.
Yep, that is exactly the difference. Is that Kevin, if he's not hitting a 9 mark, he might hit a 5, he might hit a 6. Kenny, if he's not hitting a 9 mark, he's hitting 7 marks. And he's doing it way more often and making it look way easier than anything anyone could ever possibly do. But in big moments, big things happen, and Kenny Doyle, only another 7 mark. I tried to set it up. I tried. Nick was ready. I was ready. Kenny was not yet. So we're going to see if Kevin can throw in another 9 mark. Again, that was an interesting move that he did there on that first dart. You see that? He went 16s to close first. He does close them on the last dart. That's a gutsy move for Kevin Schmitz. This is that time where taking chances can work in your favor if you are throwing great darts, and Kevin Schmitz for sure is doing that tonight.
Yeah, he definitely is. We've seen it by the 9 marks coming his way, but it's just trying to dig in with everything he's got. I'm gonna see here as we creep and crawl to over 400 plus on Facebook.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, 130 combined, or actually 140 combined between Twitch and YouTube. So thanks to everyone for tuning in here. Sean Green of To This Point streaming alongside me, and me being William Stewart of USA Darts Productions. So thanks for joining us here this evening. Nick DeShera in the background, per usual, pushing the buttons and manning the screens, as they say. Our booty counter and 9 mark counter.
Yeah, he's been on fire, just like my picture tonight. He hasn't had to switch the screens though to the different venues. Kevin Schmitz, first of all, his bar is not without power, his normal bar, so he is throwing somewhere else. What?
Wow.
What'd I miss?
I just fully expected Kevin to take this leg with authority, and it just looked like it's kind of turned on its head after kind of making that statement. I looked down and looked back up, and I just really think Kenny just had a big turnaround here.
Yeah, but these are winning darts here in the hand for Kevin. He needs a double bowl in the second one. He does not get it. So closes the 15s, but the hope is dwindling for Kevin here in this leg. Kenny just 2 bowls away and gets 3 of them just for good measure. Makes it 7-5. This is a moment in this match, guys, where Kevin needs to turn it back on and win a close one, I believe. He's going to have to scrap out a win and think of this leg.
This is the first time we've seen a 2-leg lead by any of these guys in this match. So interesting that it happens now, as it definitely was a turnaround there, as it looked like it was going to be in Kevin's favor to go ahead and kind of win out this leg and make this 6-6, and Kenny turned it on its head.
Yeah, absolutely. And Kevin starts off with a 5 mark there. I think he would have liked to have seen more. He did move down the 19s on the last start, which is an interesting move. Again, both these players doing that a little bit more often than we would be used to. Big Ron Thompson says, "What's up, buddy?" What's up, brother? Good to see you. Guys, let us know one more time. Who do you have in this match? Who are you rooting for? Where are you tuning in? Put a comment in the chat for us, because if you do, you are entered to win a $25 gift card courtesy of A to Z Darts. It's great for this holiday season. Throw it maybe into a stocking stuffer. You never know. And speaking of which, guys, there's a special going on right now for A to Z Darts 2. It is the A to Z Darts.com is running a stocking stuffer sale ending December 23rd. This year's theme is buy 2 and save. White Horse. Boom goes the Wisconsinite. Kevin Schmitz getting it done there. And they've chosen 12 different stocking stuffer ideas for the darters and pool players in your life. You can even mix and match color options when you buy 2 or more of any product type and still receive a special discount price. Go to A to Z Darts.com and click the stocking stuffer banner on their homepage to find out what many gifts are available. And you can use that $25 gift card to do all that too. As Kevin, speaking of a not scrappy leg, Throwing a
Look at-
6.33, dominating this leg.
Yeah, really putting in a good one here, putting in the numbers. He knows he needs to fight back where he can, and he needs to do it now as Kenny Doyle is just 2 legs away from winning this CSC Challenger Series. Division 1 and $4,000 in his pocket. So Kevin's looking to do anything he can to stop that, needing just the one bull here. Gets it.
Yes, he does. It is now 7-6. He needed that leg. That was a must-win leg for him. But this next one, you want to talk about all important. Kevin Schmitz, TOC finale champion in 2017. He was the runner-up in the last CSC Challenger Series. He does not want to do it again. So he needs to win this leg right here, right now, in order to put some pressure on Kenny Doyle so that we go to next week. Because Kevin wants nothing more than a shot at the double dip, because that's what happened to him in the last CSC Challenger Series.
Here we go. Kevin looking for a big third.
He gets it. He gets it. And he is, I'm telling you right now, at this point in time, Kevin Schmitz, as far as like big darts and big moments, except for that first leg, and he did have a little bit of a hiccup in a later leg, but it did not hurt him. He's throwing the right darts at the right time, just to, scrapping along here. You absolutely love to see this type of style of play, just the no give up type of attitude here. Sparta, Wisconsin strong here for Kevin Schmitz. Sparta's a good name for where he is from.
Certainly fighting along here.
As Kenny Doyle, boom goes the dynamite. Getting it done.
See our counter there. Says 16 nines this evening. What a number already. Sorry, 17 nines already. What a number. As I saw it before he ticked on that other additional one. So good stuff. And most of those, like we were mentioning, come from Kevin Schmitz.
Yeah, do you think Kenny Doyle thinks that this is an important leg? He's throwing a 7.67 right now.
I think he does. And look at Kevin throwing a 6-0. He knows it's important as well, but Kenny almost putting this one out of reach.
Sometimes Kenny, I think, just decides, I'll try this leg. And just throws like a 7 in there instead of a 5-5, you know? Like, that's his floor versus a ceiling of whatever he wants to do.
He's been playing as long as Kenny has. He certainly can pull out anything from his back pocket when he wants to.
I love it. Uh-oh. The focus got lost there. Finds it on the trip 20, but you give Kevin Schmitz an opportunity at a 9 mark on 15s. There's a chance he might do it. And that chance is bigger than his chance of not doing it, I think. Especially now. Oh, still throwing a 7 mark for good measure. He does. Takes the point lead back. Makes Kenny work for it a little bit more. Just what Kenny wants. And uh-oh. That is a little slip up from Kenny Doyle. Kevin 6 going strong here.
Can he make him pay?
I think that he will. Maybe. He needs a trip on this last start to make it really worthwhile. Gets it, though. 366 with 317. Kenny still just one trip 20 away from regaining the lead. Gets it on the first dart. We're going to look down at the 15s right away. Hit that, too. Oh, he went back up for a kill shot. Does not quite get it. 7 mark for Kenny Doyle. That's how you regain control quickly in a leg.
See if Kevin can hit a couple double bulls here.
Oh, he moved to 20s on the second dart. And then moved to 17s, I think, on the third dart. Might have gone bull on the third dart. But Kenny looking to make it 8-6. 1 leg away from the title. of the CSC Challenger Series Division 1.
Wow. 5.35. And I mean, that's. What do you think we're going to end up out here? I mean,
You mean average-wise?
yeah, 5. Thinking 5.5, 5. Probably about, yeah, 5.6 maybe.
Yeah, the only thing that's worrying me is there was one leg where Kenny shot a 3-something when Kevin dominated him through well above a 6, I think, for that leg. That's the only thing I can think of like a number in the threes this entire time. As Kevin gets a 7 mark to start off on the 20s, back against the wall. The Rabbit is not going to give up without a fight. We've seen these Wisconsin players scrap it till it is all said and done, and he will be happy to continue to do so here. See what Kevin can do. But yeah, I think it's Kenny's going to throw a little bit of around a 5.5 maybe, and Kevin's going to be up there in like that 5.2, 5.3 range.
Yeah. And probably, honestly, Kenny will end up a little bit below that, probably at a 5.4 range, just because I totally forgot about that 3 match that he did have there. I mean, we haven't seen many of those legs that have kind of fell deficit. That's probably literally the only one that we've seen really lopsided.
Yeah, absolutely. And Kenny fires back in with a 7 mark there. I think he heard us mention the 3 point something and got upset. He's like, not anymore. Kevin needs to hit the Uh-oh. Do you think Kevin was thinking about the 19 there? Do you think he was thinking about what he was going to do after he hit the 20s?
I mean, that could be the case, and you can't. And if it was the case, you can't get too far ahead of yourself. You got to just take this one dart at a time, especially in the situation you're in. Needing to win every leg outright to put yourself in a double dip match.
Yeah, and I mean, and if you're going to do that, throw the 19 first. Get rid of it. We'll move it along. Brian, I think we're at 17 or 18 9 marks, something like that, if I'm not mistaken. It's close to that number. I'm blocked out on the other side. 17. We're at 17. I was way ahead of it. We're going to be at 18 or 19 by the end of this. Let me tell you what.
Prediction King making another bold prediction. Here we go.
Who's that?
You.
What did I do?
Oh, just Prediction King making another bold prediction. We're going to see if these guys can possibly get one in a leg or possibly 3 legs here. Could be either or.
If it goes 3 legs, we get above 20 9 marks.
I do think so as well. I mean, the way these guys have been playing tonight, it's just been phenomenal. And out this, Meredith McGee Hale says, Kenny's buying my tab for all-star trips next weekend. Can't beat that.
Yeah, Kenny is 1 leg away from $4,000 top prize for this tournament. And even if Kevin does not pull out the win here, he still walks away with $2,000 for playing in this tournament.
Still pretty hefty amount. I think you'd be happy either way, but certainly when you can come out $2,000 more ahead, that's going to be a nice win. So Kevin's not out of this one. He's not out of this one. He can keep fighting, and he can find himself into that possibility of another race to 9. We'll see.
It is right here for the taking for him. He's just got to do it. Great first dart. Great second dart. Kevin Schmitz gets a 7 mark. He did not go 18s on the last dart. I don't know if I like that move. They didn't try and transfer to it. Now I don't like it even more.
Yeah, Kenny's going to try to make him pay.
Basically broke even there. 7 mark for Kenny. He does get a few more points for all those triples and that 1 single. 7 more points scored for Kenny. There goes the 18s. Man, what a gutsy move. Goes single, kills the 18s with the triple, and then goes back and gets the point lead back. I don't know if it's going to be enough Now I definitely don't think it's going to be enough. Now I know for sure it might not be enough. Kenny Doyle's going to try and throw in a 9 mark here. Just for good measure. Ooh, trip 3. Even the scoreboard lit up, and I thought it was for sure in.
I had to just sit back in my seat there because I thought it was in there as well. And I thought this match was all but over here. But
Speaking of
making it
9 marks,
interesting.
no, he stays on the 17s again. These guys are doing some crazy stuff here in this leg number 15. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
They're just trying to tease me now. They're just teasing me. They know I'm
Pull out again for Kenny.
Oh, man. I wouldn't be surprised if he shot at the 16s right here. Now he might move over. He did. He tried to take it. Trip 7, though.
You had to sense that was coming, though, because he knows Kenny's thinking about that 17. And he's done it the last 2 times. He's obviously going to do it again. Let's see if he does.
He can't
Might
now.
not now. Yeah, he might not now.
So here is a moment for Kevin Schmitz to where he looks back on this match, and this might be the turning point. 3 darts right here. It's a good start.
Great start indeed.
He went 15s? What is happening right now with these guys?
Trying to tag an extra house before going over.
I'm surprised
Strategies here. Just strategies. I mean, you got to go with what you think is the right call, and you can't second guess yourself. But I don't know.
Kenny taking a step back here for this 3. Oh, only gets 1. Man, this is scrappy right now, guys. Who's going to hit this first? I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm leaned forward. About as close to this camera as I could possibly be. There's the close on the 16s. And gets the trip 15 on the last one. 8 mark, but at the right time, boom goes a dynamite. I'm going to give it to him.
Yeah, he definitely made up for that last move, I think. I don't think it was the smartest move, but definitely earned it there.
That throw kept him in this match. That round right there. He's got to still finish it off.
How about this? Danny Baggish commenting as well. Boy, this cricket strategy is questionable.
Danny, the gambler.
I don't think he liked that one move from Kevin, but I mean, it was definitely questionable. But look, it earned him a shot at an extra leg with his next go round at the board. So Kevin Schmitz winning that one to make this an 8-7 match.
All right, let's see what Kenny does here. He's going to do Kenny Doyle types things. He does not want to make this a tie ball game. Boom goes a dynamite. Kenny Doyle getting that 9 mark in there. We're up to 18, ladies and gents.
I didn't think we were going to see a white horse chance there for Kenny. I knew that once he threw that first one, and he's going to stay right there for all 3 darts and try to plow him in and win this right here.
This is going to be one of those legs, guys. I can sense it right now. These guys are going to be on fire this whole entire leg. Both of them. Because Kenny wants to end it right now. Kevin wants to keep this thing going. And good players do good things in good situations. And I am looking forward to Kevin Schmitz hitting a lot of 18s right now. Maybe a 1 thrown in there. Only 4 of them. A little bit surprised. I'm going to be honest with you.
Here we go. 160-94. He's going to take the early look and hit it. Big darts for Kenny Doyle. As Danny Baggish says, Kenny with the throw is almost automatic. Let's see if he can prove it.
We have seen that so far. There has been 1 break a throw for Kevin with Kenny at the start. Kenny's broken Kevin twice, and that has been the difference here. Another great 7 mark there for Kevin. Pretty much what he needs to do, bare minimum, in that leg, or in that round. But Kenny is trying to end this thing now. Is he going to stay there, move back up to the 20s? He does move back up to the 20s. Smart dart there for Kenny Doyle. But Kevin Schmitz, 16s, 15s, loves them. Loves them.
He's going to have to work them here. He's going to have to work them well as he finds himself down by 51, now 3 points.
If I'm Kenny here with 2 wedges on the 20s and 17s, I might close the 16 first. But I'm not Kenny, and that's why I'm not about to win $4,000 if he does pull this off.
But you're not wrong. He did take his opportunity to go ahead and close that out. I think there was nothing saying he didn't have that shot at it, because with those 20s and the 17s open, you're kind of at more of an advantage than you may think. So I like the play from Kenny going ahead and taking a shot with the second dart.
Both these guys throwing 6s right now in this leg. 6.2 now for Kevin Schmitz. Regains the point lead. And man, you cannot leave 15s open for Kevin. 9 mark here. And he gets it. Kenny Doyle, 19. Boom goes the dynamite. Kenny Doyle, maybe for the last time in the CSC Challenger Series, gets a 9 mark. We will see if that is it.
Second one in this leg for Kenny it's a big one. Here we go. 1, 2, 3 for the win.
And he gets it on dart 3, a 6.0 in the last leg. Your champion, Kenny Doyle, live at Skybox Tavern, where I first met Nick DeSher. It is only proper that it ends the CSC Challenger Series for Division I right there. Wisconsin was proud of Kevin Schmitz tonight, and definitely proud of Dan Levine on Wednesday last week. Kenny Doyle getting it done for Central Florida. Super darts. Throwing one more. Boom goes a dynamite for Kenny Doyle getting it done.
Yeah, I mean, what a match. You really can't complain about that at all. I mean, our biggest lead in the match being 2 legs. Just some great stuff all around from both these guys. I mean, there was no real big drastic leg differences there, or I should say match averages in those legs. We saw a couple, but that was really it. I mean, really neck and neck throughout. Some impressive 9 marks from Kevin Schmidt, but it just shows you that nine marks don't win games per se. Kenny coming out victorious 9-7 here.
9-7, which is actually, I was thinking I was the closest in the pre-chat of like what the final score prediction was going to be. I'm just saying. But hats off to Kenny Doyle. Shot phenomenal. Above a 5.2 for the entire tournament. 5.24, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, just the better player in this tournament than anyone else that was here. He beat pretty much everyone.
Well, I think people were kind of picking him as the favorite from the very get-go, and I think it was a great choice because he proved it. He didn't show any slack from the very beginning of this tournament when he played Willie Walker on the very first stream that we had, and wow, just wow.
Fun fact, the very first stream that we did when I promoted it for the very first time, I called him Nick Doyle. That's how far Kenny's come.
Oh, that's good.
10 short weeks.
That is some good stuff. That's good. Well, we want to thank you all for joining us, and don't forget, of course, we do have this $25 gift card giveaway from AtoZDarts.com. So if you haven't thrown in a comment, do so right now while you can. As Kenny Doyle coming out victorious in this one, as you saw it right here on the Partners Promoting Darts pages. It's Division I CSC Challenger Series finale.
Will, I just want to say, man, I'm gonna miss you for the next month and a half. I got to see you twice a week. I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. We're gonna have to do some extra content, throw in some matches. I don't know. We'll make some things work. I don't know
what to do. We'll have to do something, and maybe we'll have something special coming your way where maybe we'll tag team again for something a little bit different. We don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we got going on. I don't know. But it should be interesting. But we're going to have another great CSC Challenger Series, 2 of them coming your way sooner rather than later. I think it's just going to be next month, probably in the middle later of next month. So be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. And if you have a chance, go to a2zdarts.com because they're running a stocking stuffer sale ending December 23rd. Buy 2 and save. 12
Yeah.
different stocking stuffers to choose from. So get on it, guys.
You can get this awesome jersey from Magic Wear too. I mean, nice and
Or this one.
Christmassy. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, look
Absolutely.
at y'all looking dapper and stuff. Tell
You
you
can
what.
even put DJ on there if you want to be like me.
There you go. There you go. Well, I want to thank you all for joining us for the CSC Challenger Series. It's been amazing, both Division 1 and 2. It's been truly a blessing and an honor to be on the call with you, Sean. Thanks to Nick in the background for doing all his hard work to do the interviews and also to put on this great production in the background. As I certainly know from hand, and I know you do as well, it can be tough to do that stuff in the background and just kind of play your part and not be seen, but really push all the buttons can be very difficult. So we want to thank him for doing all his hard work, as well as everybody else with Partners Promoting Darts. So thank you very much. Sean, do you want to give a little shout out to anybody?
I just want to shout out my wife for allowing me to do this first and foremost. To Nick Teixeira. I met him one night at a blind draw. Next thing I know, I'm yelling out "Boom goes the dynamites" for some of the top level players from around the country. I wanted to give a huge shout out to him for putting this dream team together. It has been quite an awesome experience. The players in the chat have been phenomenal. We love you guys so much. Can't tell you all the support that you guys have given us and how awesome this has grown. It's been great, and I cannot wait for the next one. It's going to be even bigger and better. I might be
Yeah.
even bigger and better.
we don't know. I mean, we'll see how that one happens. I mean, we do have some Christmas coming our way, some time to eat, kind of possibly gain some weight here. Maybe I'll be at an XL or a 2X here rather than sooner rather than later. We'll see. But yeah,
Maybe a medium, maybe a large for me next time. You
there
never
we
know.
go. Well, good on you for mentioning our wives. Of course, we got to do that one because they allow us to come down to the basement or our rooms and get away with doing this for a couple hours of our evenings. So definitely a big shout out to them and to you all at home as well. It's been so nice having you guys here to chat it up with us, and as we're seeing some awesome job, Will and Sean. Thank you guys so much for saying that. We really appreciate that. As we're no professionals and we know it, but we're just proud to be here along for the ride. So thanks for joining us, folks. It's been amazing. For Will Stewart, thank you very much for joining us. And Sean, I'll let you send them off yourself, sir.
Guys, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. I'm going to throw out one more. Boom goes the dynamite to these players. You guys were all awesome. Hats off to all of you. Have an absolutely wonderful evening, a wonderful holiday season, and we will be back after the new year, if not sooner, with more content. So stay tuned. Make sure to hit that follow button.